The boxing champion Muhammad Ali was asked by a reporter in England, "How many push-ups do you do or can you do, Mr. Muhammad Ali?" And his answer was one that will answer the question, what is personal development? Muhammad Ali replied, "I don't really know. I never count until I've exhausted all my workout. That's when I start to count." Imagine doing your very best, then starting out at zero and counting to the best number that you can in push-ups, in sports activities, in school and learning. Personal development. If you Google it, it will give you a separate answer that I'll give you shortly. But let me tell you what is personal development from my perspective. The author of The Ministry of Miracles, I'm Arif Gilany, and I believe personal development is achieving your highest potential possible for you in this lifetime. Now, what is the highest potential possible? If you are a regular worker, there's more than life that you're experiencing right now. We, in the personal development of the Eastern style of Rumi, Jalaluddin Rumi, believe that every person is an image of his own creator. No matter what your religion is, your religion tells you that you are made in the image of your maker. If that's your belief, then your potential is unlimited. Einstein was asked how much of the human brain is used in a lifetime. And it's believed that people like Einstein used about maybe 7 to 10% of their ultimate potential. Average person uses less than 2% of their total lifetime potential. If you just realized the potential that you have in this lifetime, you would start to learn more about an area that really interests you. Something that you would do perhaps for free. Maybe a childhood dream. Somewhere along the line, this creative child lost that dream. What personal development does is awakens those cells, those dormant cells in your brain. Or like my friend, international model Rhonda Damore said, your muscle memory needs to be awakened, whether it's a physical muscle, a mental muscle, or just a creativity and imagination muscle. The personal development industry that I've followed, first and foremost, I believe the first guru, first teacher, first mentor of personal development was Maulana Jalaluddin Rumi, who was born in the city of Balkh in Afghanistan during the invasion of the Mongols from the east. From town to town to town, he was replaced 7 times. And every opportunity that he had, he started from the bottom. Like one of my mentors said, Sheikh Suleiman Gilany, start from the door. Personal development is like that. And he was able to make a name for himself, not in Iran. He met Shams Tabrizi, one of the other incredible founders of this personal development philosophy, but also traveled through Iran, through Iraq, through Kurdistan, my native country and land, and then to Syria and ended up in current Turkey, Konya, and that's where he was resting right now. My next book is on Rumi for 21st century, but personal development has been upgraded by people like Napoleon Hill. These names that I'm giving you require a little bit of research. You need to go on Google, YouTube, find out who these people are. Because not only I have mentors who are alive and I can call them and talk to them, but I have mentors that are far gone. And they give me insights and hints when I'm driving, when I'm running, when I'm in the shower, whatever that I'm doing that I feel closest to my maker, they give me hints. And I pick them up just like that because of this knowledge of personal development. Now, is there a course to, create this personal development that I am talking about and be as creative as potential as you can be and reach your highest potential? Yes, there is. And what is your position? You might be a doctor, you might be an engineer, you might be a professional, you might be a nurse, you might be any professionals that's serving your society. The personal development wisdom will challenge you to go above and beyond that. To be the best at what you do. To be absolutely the top of your industry. Today, there aren't many personal development coaches around the world that I know of that is as experienced, as eloquent, and as to the point and direct as I am. And we're launching a big event right here in Toronto. On April 1st of all days, we have chosen to confirm this date to introduce this personal development knowledge to the public. Because so many of my friends and family that I speak with and I engage with and my students go through what's called depression. Did you know what is the cure for depression? Personal development. Do you know what's the cure for lack of money? Personal development. Do you know what's the cure for all of your illnesses, aches and pains, and all of the challenges that you go through? Personal development. Do you know what's the answer to every problem that a human has in his life? Is personal development, because personal development will make you such an attractive person that people will come to you and ask you for advice and bring you money and give you all of the opportunities to open up these gates of wisdom for others. Only profession that I know of that can do this is personal developer, a person of development. First, we started with a company that it was a culture to be in the personal development. I started with FedEx University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, USA. Went through a crash course for 6 months in leadership, which is tightly connected to personal development, because leaders are personal developers. They develop their personality, they develop their creativity, they develop teams, they build up other people. They lead teams of people into where everyone is happy to collaborate. Now, is everyone going to be happy in any personal development journey? Absolutely not. It's not for everybody. It's tough to stay up late at night and listen to something before you fall asleep instead of just scrolling through your phone. It's very tough to take a book and read 5 pages a night. 95% of people don't do it. I'm proud to say that I've done it for over 30 years. And what I can teach you and perhaps your children is going to be so valuable. It's going to change the course of your life forever. I'm proud father of 2. A 20-year-old who's a second-year psychologist student and loves it at Western University. Do you know why they call it Western University in London, Ontario? Because there was this point to the west of Canada was that point when that university was started. And another one who's 10 years old goes to school. We have a wonderful relationship. In your journey of personal development, you have to have a childlike mindset. Like Gabriel, Dad, can we go to the mall? No. Please, can we just drive by? No. Please, I haven't been for a long time. Can we just go for 5 minutes? Finally, I give in and I say yes. And we go to the mall. It comes back with more than we intended to buy. So you have to be persistent in what you want. It's almost like having the possession of what you want and then acting like that person. In the personal development arena, you don't fake it till you make it. You take it till you make it. You have to go through pain. You have to go through nights and days of seclusion and loneliness and reading and deep meditation. Just like one of my ancestors, or many of them did, in the mountains of Kurdistan. They were all loners, not say loners, but they spend a lot of time in seclusion. Almost having a mirror in front of your face and looking at yourself in the eyes and seeing your soul and asking, why are you here right now? God, give me a hint. Give me a reason. You took me through all this pain. Why am I here? Isn't it interesting to know that today, in year 2024, we live in the best time in history, the time that man has worked for and dreamed of, invented for over 5,000 years. Did you also know that since the year 2000, all of the knowledge in the world has doubled every 2 years? Did you know that the people who are not aware of this personal development knowledge are in a shell, almost like a movie? They don't see the world as a whole. They just see it through their own narrow mind, and this will lead you nowhere. Today in Canada, we have over 95% of retirees who either have money problems or absolutely poor, 54%. I was a financial advisor for 10 years. The personal development that I learned from my clients, I never learned in a classroom. The personal development that I've learned in interaction with people is never taught in a school. That is why there's a program for personal development. It's called the 90-Day Transformational Program at the Morgan Gilany Group. I am taking my entire team on this journey of 90 days of personal development. Within the first week, the response has been yes, it's believable. It's very believable when you're in the personal development. Every miracle in your life is believable. People who are working harder than yourself right in front of your eyes for a cause that you have put in front of them is believable. See, personal development wraps up in one single word, and that is leadership. You are the leader of your family. You tell your children what to do. You're a leader of your life. You're a leader of your job. You're the leader of the next generation of human beings that will step into your footsteps. What kind of leader do you want to be? What kind of journey do you want to start? I have been making 500 videos now. This is a challenge because it's challenging times. It's a challenge for who? All my friends, all of my family, doctors, engineers, all of you highly educated professionals. You have higher potential. You just don't realize it. I was initially qualified to become a doctor, not qualified. I self-qualified at the age of 18. I woke up at 5 a.m. with my grandmother, God bless her soul, prayer, and I studied for 3 hours before any kid went to school or started waking up from their school. And that's how I went to grade 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And there I applied for university where 2.5 million people would apply. And because of limitations and lacks, only 150,000 would be accepted. And I was one of those 150 qualified. But because of my race, because of my language, because of my ethnicity, because of my father, you're talking about discrimination? I was disallowed to become a doctor. So in this personal development journey, I realized I really don't need to be doctor. Today I employ doctors. We have doctors that work with us. I have engineers that work with us. I have CEOs that work with us. Why? Because of one word: personal development. Leadership. You need to take charge. Last night, I had the bad news at 11 o'clock of one of my old friends, a young 40-year-old person. The uncle to my 2 children passed away. This guy, in the middle of the night, I got a call, so-and-so Elijah is dead. He's died. I was taken back. Handsome, young, never got introduced to this personal development, never realized that he had more potential than he did, and he, just like a seed, went down and died inside himself. Finally succumbed to a heart attack. You have people like that in your life, you need to reach out. I know the rates of depression in Canada, and I know in the USA, and I know around the world. But let me tell you one thing. There's not one Middle Eastern person that you would introduce the term depression in the Middle East to. Because life is too hectic. You don't have time to think about deep rest, about all your problems. See, depressed is a mind that is deeply resting on all of the challenges and problems and lacks and limitations. And that is why you get depressed. You get into the dark corner where your problems are bigger than your hopes and dreams. Personal development opens up a gate for you. And I'm Arif Gilany. I'm taking you through a 90-day program where you realize your highest potential. Get in touch with us. One of our team members will get in touch with you, set an appointment, Zoom, one-on-one. We can talk about specifically your needs, your dreams, your goals, and everything that your heart desires. I look forward to seeing you soon.